I believe there's something special in all of us. Especially you, Audrey. Don't you know me? Take a good look. Joey Drew? In the flesh. Well, so to speak. Come on up. Let's take a little walk. There's something I want to show you. There you go. Follow me. But mind your step. This old place is full of surprises. I should know. I've worked here a long time. Joey, please. It's a cycle, Audrey. An ink-stained nightmare, forever stuck on repeat. With just a pencil and a dream, and with a little help from the Gent Corporation, it came into being. From what I gather, it exists in parallel with the outside world, but completely removed from the march of time. And like a record played over and over again, it's begun to crumble, wear down. This studio is a monument to choosing the wrong road. Now, whether it was built for revenge or regret, I don't know. That's my riddle to solve. Come over here a sec. The truth is, Audrey, someone out there is messing with what's in here. Bad things have begun to emerge from the puddles. Wicked creatures that never came from my pen. The worst ones call themselves keepers. Dangerous, deadly folks. They've taken over the old Gent workshop just beyond the sewers, trying to bring what they call order to this world, freezing the cycle in place, changing the script. Whatever answers you're looking for, you'll find them there. Look, above all, never forget. You're here for a reason, Audrey. There's always a reason, even when you can't understand it. Because I'm not the man. I'm just the memory. Well, geez, you haven't gotten far. Oh, I have my ways. So tell me, how goes the journey? Ah, I see you have your father's never-quit go-getter spirit. I see, then. You've chosen to forget the past. I can understand that. Look, I don't think you're ready for this, but hang on to your lunch money. There's something I want to show you. Over here. Come have a seat. This won't take long. A very old place, full of memories. But never mind all that. There's a little story you need to hear. You ready? Here we go. Once upon a time, Audrey, there was a bitter old man who had lost just about everything. Right. The real Joey Drew. He blamed everyone but himself for his mistakes, but mostly he blamed his old business partner for abandoning their work years and years ago. A man by the name of Henry Stein, great artist and a good friend. In his anger, Joey used an evil machine to create another world. A world made of paper and ink, where he'd torment his own version of Henry forevermore. But one day, a miracle happened. An angel came into Joey's life, a young woman by the name of Allison Pendle. She didn't visit often, but when she did, she saw something good in Joey no one else could, including himself. Through their friendship, he began to see the world with better eyes. So one day, in Joey's cartoon cycle of hatred, he gave Henry an angel of his own, to guide him when things were most dark, to always provide hope. It was then Joey decided to make something new, something he had always wanted but he could never have. A family. But not a cartoon one. Something real. And after many, many tries, he created something that made him happier than he ever could have imagined. A wonderful, loving daughter. Bright and kind, almost human. He created you, Audrey. Listen, I know it's a lot to believe. Just because we're born of darkness doesn't mean we belong to it. We're always free to choose, to believe what we want to believe. Remember who you are, Audrey. There's always a choice. I know you're in there, deep behind that evil face. Inside somewhere is my little girl. My Audrey. My greatest creation. The past doesn't define you, nor the present. In the end, all those years ago, Joey Drew finally succeeded. He created life. But Audrey, you're so much more than that. You were his family, his daughter, my daughter. And I love you so very much. Remember who you are, Audrey. Remember. I know you're in there. You don't have to be this anymore. It's never too late. Just a pencil and a dream isn't enough. You have to have heart.
Everyone knows that a happy work environment needs a place where you can sit back and enjoy something tasty. I'm Joey Drew, and you're standing in our grand, expensive new employee break room. My company family always deserves the best. By partnering with Briar Label and Tasty Vens, I'm able to provide the most delicious treats at a very cheap cost to our workers. Pull up a chair and chow down, my friends. Here's where the magic is made. I'm Joey Drew, and our story begins, quite literally, in one of our many writers' rooms, just like this one. That's right. All your favorite Bendy cartoons are born right here. We circle up our chairs, crack open a cold drink, and toss around dozens of story possibilities. There's no bad ideas here. We've all got something we can bring to the scripts. I myself have been known to spend a lot of time down here with the fellas, tossing in my own brand of Joey Drew magic. It's my job to push the envelope with my big creative touches, and I love it. Yes, sir. You'll always hear endless laughter coming from the writer's room. When it's complete, the script finds its way to our many artists in the art department. You'll be seeing our real Joey Drew Studios team hard at work on our tour of Animation Alley very shortly. But right here, you can see a typical office, where characters are being lovingly crafted, with very careful attention to details. I like to stand over their shoulders as the artists work their magic. It's my job to catch the little things that make our cartoons really extra special. If I see one of Bendy's gloves is missing his signature 2 dots, I make sure I tell someone. That Joey Drew, they like to say. What a keen eye. Over time, the cartoon is slowly created frame by frame. Bendy begins to walk and dance. It's really quite fantastic. Before long, we have our finished cartoon, all ready for the boys in the sound department to take over. People may say that seeing is believing, but I think the fine folks down in the audio department might disagree. Once a cartoon's animation is finished, it's ready for all the sound to be added, from music and voices to outrageous sound effects. They do it all. It's no wonder people say Joey Drew Studios has the most impressive talent in the world. Maybe on our tour, you'll get a glimpse of my songwriting duo, Sammy Lawrence and Jack Fain, working on a new catchy tune with our very own studio orchestra. Or maybe you'll spot Miss
Allison Pendle
recording the voice of our favorite little lady sent from above, Alice Angel. On the Joey Drew Studios tour here in Animation Alley, you never know what will happen. So keep your eyes and ears open. But before we head into the main studio to see the actual magic makers at work, let's make one more quick stop into our award-winning editing room. This is where they put all the ingredients together to create the final cartoons that you'll see in your local theater. The editing room is one of the busiest spots in the whole studio. There's always lots of work pouring in. But don't worry, folks, we hire only the best people who know how to get things done. Well, hey, looky there. It's Carl, one of our editors. Carl always has lots to do, but he always gets it done on time. Hang in there, Carl. What a trooper. And now it's time to move into Animation Alley and see the Joey Drew Studios family at work. Take small children by the hand as we enter the nerve center of the whole company. Get ready for a big Bendy adventure. You're standing in our world-famous screening room. Consider yourselves lucky, because not everyone gets to see in here. This room is where we watch our in-progress animations at the end of each day to see how they're coming along. We can watch a reel 50, maybe 100 times, making pages and pages of notes for the animators to work on the very next day. They're always so excited to get our big changes. Inside the screening room, you'll see a door to the writer's hallway. That's where our writers and concept men and women are working on our next big ideas. Back there is too secret to show off, but you can use your imagination to picture what might be in there. I'm Joey Drew, and you're